Yo, look at this dude. Yo, so what is going on, everyone? This is Hong here, and today we're going to talk about the story of all my cars from past to present, and this may give you an insight if you're a younger beginner driver and you want to pick up something that is going to be reliable, set and forget, and makes you a good driver. Please excuse the tired voice because I'm currently in the Toronto airport because I currently went to the 6 to pick up a car for my work-related purposes, and I've been out, haven't been sleeping much because I've been enjoying the Toronto nightlife. So my first car that I ever bought was my 2004 Honda Accord LX with the 4-cylinder K24 engine and the 5-speed manual. That was the first car I ever used to learn how to drive stick, how to repair cars, including the ball joints, brake pads, brake rotors, brake calipers, things like that. I currently actually still own that Honda, and it's still a very reliable car because it has 4 doors. I can put tools and equipment in there, and more importantly, putting friends and passengers inside the car, and you really can't go wrong with the Honda reliability. In fact, I like those Hondas so much that it led me to getting my second ever car, which was the 2009 Honda Accord EXL, which is a coupe instead of a sedan, and I sold that car and I think about it every day because I miss it so much. So that would be an 8th gen Honda Accord, and it would also use a K24 engine and a 5-speed manual, but that one had rev hang and it's 30 more horsepower at 190 horsepower. Same issues as the 7th gen Hondas, which is double wishbone front end suspension, means there's commonly some lower ball joint failure. I've had so many memories with that car. I've taken it to Banff twice and then slept in the car. It's a big car for a 2-door car, and it's very smooth on driving, and it's surprisingly still corners pretty well despite a heavier curb weight of around 3,200 pounds, I think, but very smooth, and it's a very good 5-speed manual, and the K24 engine, it pairs really well. You cannot go wrong with it. I had to sell that car because for all my work related stuff, having a 2-door coupe isn't as practical, and I needed something more spacious. Now this leads me to the third car I ever got, which is my 2016 Subaru WRX, which is my first ever all-wheel drive car. I think it is an awesome car. It has all-wheel drive, turbocharged boxer engine, and a very, very good 6-speed manual, but the thing about it is you have to shift very fast, and it really is going to test your competency because these WRXs with the all-wheel drive system and the boxer engine at the front, it is fast, it corners fast, but it still understeers a bit because the engine is moved so far forward, so you have to corner and really watch your steering line or else you will bump the car. With something all-wheel drive like the WRX in the winter, you're still really going to want to get those winter tires, or else you're not going to grip in the ice and the snow at all. Another rule of thumb is that the first 2 Honda Accords I had were all K24 engines, and they were naturally aspirated. The Subaru with the turbocharged FA20 DIT boxer engine, it is turbocharged first of all, and it's a boxer engine, so when you start it up in the winter, you'll want to let it warm up for a minute or two or before driving it, and then to clear out the carbon buildup from the intake, I think you really do have to not be too much of a wimp and really go heavy on the throttle, upshift at 3,500 to 4,000 RPM sometimes to clear out all the carbon. You may be noticing a pattern. The cars I've been buying have all been standard transmission and sedans, and you may be asking why that is, and that's because that is what currently works with my price point. There are honorable mentions for great first cars for teenagers, young adults, people aged between 18 to 24 would be the Honda Civic, Honda Civic SI, Volkswagen Golf GTI, Volkswagen Golf, Toyota Corolla. Of course, you can't go wrong with that. Every car has their common issues and defects, so look on it on the consumer reports. For the Subarus, it's the head gaskets. For the Honda Accords in the front end, which is heavy, it would be the double wishbone suspension in the front, and then also make sure the lower ball joints are things that wear out pretty quickly. Brake pads, suspension, stuff like that, those Hondas are really heavy on the front end, so make sure to always change out your front brake pads, change out your front brake rotors, and keep the car running smoothly as you always should.